Manchester City. Part 2. And see, in the knockout playoff round again, what this game mean, and then they say, definitely, one of these two teams is not going to make it into the round of 16. Surprisingly, Manchester City, yes, in today's very game, we are down by 1 goal deficit. They are only down by 1 goal margin. And see, after first leg in the year 3-2, no, because even though Madrid had a good game at the Etihad, but the job is not done because we didn't want it. This very fixture, actually, only one thing because we know this fixture say it produces goals. The last time the last 3 seasons meeting between these two sides aggregating the name Sakra is 6 goals in both legs. First leg my 5 goals and it's only by 1 goal margin. Kovi, I just say still encore baby. Now, when you say make us a back be coffee no. Pep Guardiola in his career 16 years as a coach from Barcelona to Bayern, now Manchester City, has never failed to qualify our Champions League to the round of 16. Been seen in career muda. Say, no one qualified to the round of 16. Been see that from 2014 coming when the Manchester City so failed to qualify to the round of 16 of the Champions League. That, but and this is what they stand up against. Now, see, Pep Guardiola say. Going to this game, we believe is that the team know only 1% chance of qualification. And I mean, this is something messing about because Carlo Ancelotti care a lot about it. In fact, other portals, other media houses, any statistical services, no, my football statistics, no. Nobody is giving Pep Guardiola even less than 20 kra. Now, Opta is giving Manchester City 29.3%.
Yeah.
So definitely. Said the onuaji too mu say na lie obwa ase no kan ne paade wasesa na no because after so much share Newcastle 4-0 no wanye gidie say da bi omo chance na nya 1% because Carlo Ancelotti say ne unse omumienu ta hia before game and most times no mo hia obebusa nansa obebusa say konti asemi a wo kan yi paade o ye sure say 1% chance. That's just by the way. But see, Manchester City for a lot of work to do. I was Santiago Bernabeu Stadium one because they know say Madrid are winning first leg away there. And yeah, what's one year Jumadre because they are facing Real Madrid. I was Santiago Bernabeu in the history of Omane Madrid. No, Omar winning only 1 pair when it comes to the Champions League. Oh Bernabeu, Zidane time, Omar Madrid 2-1. Since then, Omunye bida. So it's a very difficult task for Man City. Yeah, they're already in town. Of course, all of my rival pictures, you could see Sampa Netanaki and all the other guys. They are really poised. Now, from the pictures, I from training grounds, actually wanting positivity and seriousness. You could see this is Jack Lewis smiling. Earlier on, Abrante Eddie John Stones. All these players are smiling. Abdulkader Kushonov. And then Pep Guardiola. You could feel the seriousness. So when him say difficult tasks is ahead of them. And then at the Santiago Bernabeu. Now, when him Adiebi. And Real Madrid at the core, more Twitter handle. And on social media platforms. And on post say, see you in 24 hours. Now, they posted Santiago Bernabeu Stadium, no. Atmosphere, no. Any fans, no. What do say a charge? And no my tifo Kessie as a king be Ekuta Champions League title. This is what they did against City last season. And they are trying to make sure say Omube repeat sa tradition, no. And then new man Ebemo Oma Kai last year. Sabi and Omode Man City. So they posted this. Now, when it comes to the Champions League, so boy, Real Madrid will move here. You have to first understand that aside the badge that you are playing against, the team that you are playing against, the fan that you are playing against, the stadium itself, you are playing against the stadium. Because Bebre Santiago Bernabeu say yes, Santiago Bernabeu Ukrano Nijedum. And the Omodi Hunabe. Okay. Real Madrid is training, no. And Kofi Rodrigo goes. Around 10 the other Franga say, I mean, percent can or start ahead of Ferran Mendy.
Oh, okay.
I tell you. Because Ferran Mendy, they are Abba. Now, Vinicius Junior. Kofi last week. Tuesday, on your man of the match, or provided 2 assists. When him say in this year's Champions League, Haaland could have 8 goals, or no could have 7 goals. In fact, 3 assists count. So he's been that good. They said last season the performance at the Madrid Echo Champions League. No? Now he's going into a game at this time around any fear, and there's not going to be any banner. Actually, stop crying your heart out. So he will get the needed support, no, to also make sure say cushion now obey deliver on the day. Now, Chomeni, I think he's gonna start, and from multiple reports, HSO, I'm only wishing so. You know, there are a lot of other players in training positively for Real Madrid. Rudiger is back, and from the smiles and the training plus squad now, Madrid Eddie make it trip, no. In fact, all the players are not made down for near the now. Alaba make it to the trip. Vasquez are making to the trip, and then Yahoo Abrante and the Rudiger Honum. So they capture when they say Madrid for a lot of positivity. Our medical game. See Kylian Mbappe, he scored, and they say he was 25 goals for Real Madrid. When they say in the last 3 games, against Osasuna, even though Madrid couldn't win, against Atletico Madrid he scored, and it is looking as if all the big games he's scoring. Classical game, Kwashe goals. What is it? Not the first one, not sure this allow no, but Copa Super Copa no. And the other big games now all body he's stepping up. Now against Man City, he scored. Waka say, and now you will feel say Real Madrid team no wa adapted. And since he said that in December, our cancer man fall down and say now be more say Madrid then regretted that. So I'm a fan. The last 10 matches 11 goals. And he said the Man City about with a speedster, with a machine, goal machine. Erling Haaland, no. Real Madrid are also coming with Kylian Mbappe. And also, always, so once a Madrid actually 2-3 goals, you find his name on the score sheet. So this is Kylian Mbappe. So when you look at the Madrid team, no so almost go so facing Manchester City. Nay, Omonu Omushia Kofi, you sampa a epic battle. Now, you see, according to AS Marca, I'm predicted lineup of 2 teams. The players and I think to understand the return encounter and then a lot of things will be derived from the first leg. But before then, when it comes to teams, Obia starting lineup, Real Madrid there once Carlo Ancelotti confirms a Rudiger back, and Rudiger is fit to start. Vasquez he may be coming from the bench, and Maunya idea of a possible lineup that's going to start for Real Madrid. Courtois imposed, obviously. Fela Mendy there. Okay. Rudiger, Asensio, and then Federico Valverde. Now, Jude Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Dani Ceballos again. Now, Vinicius, Mbappe, and Rodrigo. So I predicted. Now, Man City. So AS Marca lineup now. You really understand Pep Guardiola was selection headache because AS Marca, a lot is inspired from that 4-0 victory against Newcastle. That game, I said one thing, say Man City were ruthless, and it is one thing that gives me a lot of confidence about this City side. Say, and they will perform better, and now some man perform better. Kofi they will show some performance that week. Ederson in post, no problem. But see, when him talk about lineup now, that one feature Kevin De Bruyne. Yes, because to them, Rico Lewis Bebo 2, Josko Vadio, Ebebo Netreno, Ake, any Diaz, Ebebo central defensive center back row, no. Okay, John Stones Beba midfield, Nico Gonzalez. Nano performance no de maye. I'm a back and once them say, okay, me the first day I'm a share Rodri, Man City debut game. I don't know black JCB and the performance or done the day on the day no. Nico Gonzalez actually say and then Pep Guardiola new option than to start him because defensively, midfield wise, composure, calmness, and they are one lacking for long now. So subsequently, they know here he has to start. So yes, Marca believe perfectly. Say Nico Gonzalez best start partnering John Stones. Now, Savino start here, and with his form. Any assist, ni how a Man City attacking trio, Savino, Erling Haaland, Omar Mamouche, hat-trick. And the Omar Mamouche, and now you're undroppable because Man City are looking for goals. And with Haaland, with Savino, with Foden, and then Omar Mamouche, almost will feel some for our attack. Ever saw Kevin De Bruyne and your selection. Now, this will be a bold step for the coach. But is it worth it? Because De Bruyne no big games were temporary, fine. Oboa ohunu so a na yi na frim 2 on shut step up that match. But the importance is so no want discount it because we know I about 62 criteria Real Madrid or Bernabeu. And they made a bold decision. But I think this squad looking young, and looking strong, and looking for future. So I started team we are. Next the system, our body team Newcastle and in that game, I tell you, City played well. Defensive structure, no. Attacking while they were more reshuffle, no making sure so more attack, midfield dominance near there, and it will give them that strength to match up with Real Madrid. And see clearly, so already a wohoi any idea. Next is Kovac. Honestly, where you my referee, no?
Yeah.
Or where you my end. Now, interestingly, make I say a lot will be derived from the first leg. I spoke about tactics after the first leg. Say the over concentration in midfield. Was what determined the results and the outcome. Because Manchester City wanted to use the midfield area. They wanted to make sure so many enough numbers. No media control game, no. And Madrid realized that. So based on that, even though Madrid lined up in 4-3-3, without the ball, almost structure was a flat 4-4-2 compact and diamond. Flat compact. And now we have defensive line, no, and the midfield line, no, must stay close. Said the way Rodrigo for the num, and Timmy right in between the lines, and breaky structure, no. And aside, no, Ojamba Penny Vinicius are the only attacking threat our front. And Ceballos, Bellingham, and then Mantena Kennedy have won about to City out, and they got a better out of City. Now this time round, there is a new emerging air force in Abrante and Nico Gonzalez. Also Babeshim are adding more strength, more resilience. At the right game we more Man City and one for and I think it's one player Madrid has not prepared enough. I don't know much. But already how about Man City? Now they track it as an information they are limited. And he could be a secret weapon and what I say? And the how different a game way be because I don't think Carlo Ancelotti is going to switch from the way approaching first leg, you know. Say be our bebo wide play, no. This one gave him results. And what can say same way for the Premier Match? Was he's only hoping say Omobe repeat the way Omobo no it has stadium, no. What I say? Was it the aim is to play the same game as we did a week ago. So definitely, say the market say a lot will be derived from that game, you know. And then do the same thing. Now there's going to be still Jude Bellingham. I will share the winning goal. He's shown. Say against City in games like this, it's always one guy won't be encountering out. I think that next game, no, still a open. When him say I'm so scared to hell because I feel Man City are going to score the first goal. Yes, my analyze the game from a lot of angles, and I still City scoring the first goal. But you know what? Madrid will qualify. Kofi, Madrid will qualify. Okay, I'm fine on 20. Dortmund game no be sha say I understand. Now no almost like a foregone conclusion. Because Dortmund winning by 3-0 against Sporting CP. Now prior to the game, me sure say Obia is surprised because me chire say Amorim etimi ball 4 matches enya 10 points egu ho. And oba Manchester United. Since oba Manchester no, Kofi Rui Borges in the Champions League. And you're only 1 point in the last 3 matches. In fact, for a team that were in the top 8, qualify automatic, no, had to battle the last game, no, until the final minute draw against Bologna and normally qualify round of 16. So I say so I'm struggling in the first leg against Karim Adeyemi, against Silgurasi, because Dortmund, I'm just recent Champions League finalist. Last year, I'm going to Real Madrid about finals of the Champions League. So when it comes to Champions League, yeah, they know. Fortunately for them, I'm going to hesitate. Nuri Shaheen Baya Wasano, I'm going to legend the same. Mewa, it's Niko Kovac back. Now Kovac be for Ejumano. Ejumano was starting our bono. First leg 3 day. Rui Borges now on team coach Sporting CP no. And your Champions League nko. When him say yeah, they are still leading the Portugal league no. On that table no top, but point gap now closer to 2. And looking at probably this non from Benfica for no, and regular league no, on team enjoy honor. Now they are playing against Dortmund. Ewaha, Signal Iduna. Now I think that's it. Dortmund are going to show them just one thing. Almost supremacy. There is one thing that I always say about Dortmund, particularly last season. Me say Asimbia Maka will have me say Dortmund for no. So no more but Champions League ade ba ko edo mo kopa ye omo home because they will always scare you to hell. Ahanko Westfalen Stadium ho the yellow wall ho no e ho nko afa nipa 25,000 maka jemo se e ho ye ntena se e ye nyina ho ani dede obi aso woni seat o e ho na ye gina keke no obi ani ba bi o gina ena ye coach ade bi omo ka say omo mantra even though Kofi omo ejina asase so but omo started so omo tiam their voice reached out to the seven heavens. And he said omo be was stadium number wa e kire say they are going to do just one thing, coming to show you what Dortmund is about. For a game omo leading 3-0 advantage there. It's all joy and football no sometimes say they enjoyable because who come again no who faith there oji any crowd ntimi but when a 3-0 advantage and from the look of the lineups hu nyina no and kire say Niko Kovac e di kodiabo so gurasi no ma akobo ade emi no ma akostarte. And definitely, I think Dortmund for no, they've gotten the job done, and then they need to conclude everything and win this very game. Now, another game. You see, me here with Juventus game now. PSG first. Almost shall start the Brest 3-0. Now, before this game, no man shall Brest 5-2. Yeah, but kind. Say PSG for no show supremacy against the French opposition because even in the league they are unbeaten this season. No French team has been able to beat them. And they are strong. Into amunya team and the other air Brest no. Now an easy game. What has in your PSV and Noven? Now an easy game. And then when you look at the way almost I do almost fast in the Champions League. 3-0. In fact, this game is going to be about one person. Ousmane Dembele. 5-0, 5-2 no. About hat-trick. Champions League 3 no. Or she 2 goals. Into our last 2 meetings against Stade Brest, was 5 goals. And he's on form. Both league top scorer, league top scorer. And then new Paris Saint-Germain team no. What should BB say is from me? I'm on phone through PSG team no. But the big coach in Intimis Rome. He is the last coach that won Barcelona the Champions League. One Champions League ekodomo je treble. Ojai Barcelona coach no. Next club job abefa PSG. Na so ko unbeaten. Only league table with 10 points. Was struggling to qualify. Last 2 difficult matches, Stuttgart, Man City. Or Stuttgart 9 won ifie. Or Man City 9 won ifie. Was Brest 3-0. And then or Cyber Kayamano. Oh, good players. He almost squad no. Pacho no nimbo. It is our partner with Marquinhos or Akimi. Akimi no pride in the one. So I answer on any problem. You know, I said to Hernandez. Omunimbo so I am so omunimbo too much. Nuno Mendes. And then Donnarumma na nyade ne backline ni creativity bebre wo midfield Vitinha Joao Neves so started Zaire Emery so started Fabien Russo solid duo se hwan Dembele and Abakola. So when you look at team no is even from the bench clearly I think they are going to win this very game. The only game I hear a bit dicey Juventus winning by 2-1 now call Eindhoven Omoko body tia PSV. Now PSV sorry game against Liverpool. Among for can say Liverpool rested a lot of players including me myself. But it didn't negate the fact say PSV Eindhoven played well against Liverpool. Now Omobo ofie. This time round Omoko lose 2-1. Even with this 2-1 defeat, I said this. Say difference now about you the team no. Abrantia the Randall Colomwani. How are the different profile? Adiabako Malabu attacking no. Not as a center forward position no. 2 weeks Dusan Vlahovic were not giving the results, and it affected even can I yield this? It affected Abrantia and the other chunk of minus attacking wise and quite away more ball no. And then there one positive thing and do the come and say Francesco Conceição and no one shall go ma. Unze sobe kaya omuna ko stage 10 against 11 comeback be etial Leipzig or Germany no the same Conceição scored and this Akran Kasano even though the Tietia but he is good and the all banner creative competition no it will help because Juventus so attack no with column 1 no look different and one of the winning annual league game no nti and na positive omudi come but it didn't take anything it doesn't take anything away from PSV Eindhoven side no because from Noah Lang to Abrantia and the Luke de Jong to Johan Bakayoko, all these players no Gustel function very well as a team and they are playing at home. So still even though a 2-1 for Juve. And that's 50-50 because Juve are always not to be trusted. That's 50-50. I think this game no able to my 2 goals. Premier League for na yard yebi. On say there be some people congesting fixtures ah yenka ne ye complaining but at the end of omo ye no omo transfer calculate who say Liverpool ne Aston Villa week games bo no man qualify to the Champions League round of 60 automatically omo home ne there omo bo Monday 29 na free mu na ebedru ho na ebia edru semi final omo na ebia Spanish team Italian team and French team ebebo no na say team no week in the match but omo be rest full week no omo ko face omo helping omo Champions League chances. Now the reason why last weekend you said this when Liverpool played against Everton say that week you know any boy enra Champions League first legs no. And Obian will say, even that Premier League game overshadowed all the Champions League matches. And then, Omodi acquired Dreamer who says, our match we are. In fact, the only game our match 20 million overshadowed no, Real Madrid Man City.
Yes.
What I say? And yes, I there. And then meaning say even same time no more, but even though exactly the same. 7:30 and a Champions League year 8.
Yeah.
Okay. But a lot of people will be switching from Real Madrid the match now. Uncle other Champions League, then they have a flash score.
Yeah.
But they call Premier League. Aston Villa and Liverpool. So they are gradually rivaling Champions League, you know, with the Premier League because say near now open from this game quality and top coaches, performance, and then even position wise. Premier League. Even when we put these teams to a more respective Champions League positions, they perform better than every team ever Champions League and agree because they are all in the top 8 and in a round of 16. So in the nutshell, it is like a round of 16 Champions League fixture and almost so in the Premier League. So it's gonna be quite interesting. Okay. I think Salanum looking too strong. Villa Park and the man but as a Liverpool, hey, definitely they are not going to lose, but winning that thing, win that thing.
Me that say, now if I code in my
now young too. So last week say I am doing
yes.
Okay. Last week say Real Madrid win 2 or 2 slips ni na boy. And then so yeah, ko any sporty back besu as usual. 9S DT 6T. Yes. 9S S. What I say?
Yeah.
DT 60.
DT 60.
Yeah, bon capitals. So the way I want to say
okay. And 9S DT 60.
Okay.
And to Facebook